Insurrection. Welcome aboard, friend. David, happy first Friday to you too. Hello, Keith, to you in Florida. Brad, thriving Thursday. That's what I like to hear from you. Scott, yes, I am Jake Johansson. I'm pretty sure that I am Jake Johansson. Good day, Don. Although Jen said that she got a friend request from me on Facebook, and it turned out not to be me. So obviously she didn't get a friend request from me. But the good news is, I've got an impersonator. So that's a big day for me. Very exciting. Dana, good to see you. I've been wondering about you. I hope all's well with your job. I'm assuming that's what's keeping you busy. Andrew, happy Thursday to you. Bob, you're very disappointed to miss Fisher Cat Talk yesterday. Well, luckily, it is preserved in perpetuity throughout the universe if you have time. You can go back and watch it. Hello, Cindy. Greetings to you. I've been meaning to get down the yearbook and see if I can find you in there. My high school yearbook is just behind this truck somewhere. Lady Jerry is on her way in now. I'm assuming she's probably going to go in and get a beverage. Nope, she's coming straight in.
I normally do. I do need to go to the loo, but...
Coming straight in.
Got fantastic bladder control.
From your adventure?
Yep. Yeah. Had an adventure.
Here to discuss your fantastic bladder control. That's
great.
No,
that's all the information I'm going to give you about it. But I am glad that I do have fantastic bladder control.
Well, me too.
And I'm sure everybody else is as well.
No one looks forward to when their spouse starts wetting the bed.
Oh, we just watched this movie Minari, and there's a very cute little boy on it who's a bedwetter. And then he gets in bed one night with his grandma, and she wets the bed. So, all good things. Everyone, hello. Let me put on my proper glasses. Now I can see you. I can read the... Yay, Lady G. Well, thanks, Brad. Yay, Brad. Hello, everybody. Okay, Dana's got a publisher for his book. That's cool. Wow.
Hello, Pick. Knoxville. Major city not featured in the Celebrate America on Wednesday night. Oh. Well, we didn't see the Celebrate America. We watched the inauguration. Well, you might have watched some of the...
I saw a little bit of it. I like the Foo Fighters, and I really like the inauguration. Come on, that was the highlight. I mean, Amanda Gorman. I loved the woman who did the pledge and did the sign language, but I think I said that yesterday on the show. I thought the inauguration was great, and it was good to see the grown-ups back in charge, and... Well, I had my own little inauguration party. We had our party on the overpass. First of all, it was just a party of one, me and my blue boa. And then yesterday, my friend Nina said, want to meet me on the overpass for a dance party tonight? I was like, hell yes, I do. And so it was the two of us. And then Debbie came down from the other end of 4th Street. And Arthie and Michael and Jamie were there. And then Dale and his friend Elle came.
Oh, my God. Do you want the magic mirror to talk about all the people that you spotted? Yeah, well, good.
No, they were in our party, and we had this most hilarious thing because you can get now a disco ball that goes in the top of your cell phone. So we had disco balls, and Dale had his 2 gun things that have just sparkle, like disco balls on the end.
Sparkle guns.
Yes, they're called sparkle guns. Yeah. And then he Not went home guns. And got some wine and stuff, but it was really fun. It was interesting because we got a lot of honking from cars going by and people yelling yay and peace signs and surfers. But there was more on the Saturday when we found out that Biden had won than yesterday on the day he got inaugurated. And then Anna came by, Irish Anna. She was out on a run, so she came by and joined the party.
Oh, well, boy, you really had a big day out there. I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah, so what we should have actually filmed ours, and we could have sent it like in real time to Biden's team and to Tom Hanks and say, hey, Tom, if you want to add what's happening in Santa Monica on the 4th Street overpass, this is our inauguration party. Well, I wasn't dancing like that. I'd do some cooler dancing there. All the boas were out. We had all the boas down there.
What was I, over at the neighbors or something?
No, you were with Fanula doing some basketball training.
Oh, that's right.
You were reading the book review of the New York Times, like that bookish guy.
Oh, I left it in the car, didn't I?
Yes, it's in the car. I found it.
I was wondering. Yeah, well, it was just under the sun visor.
Yeah, and I I'm using the sun visor like crazy. Down, over to this side, pull out the extension.
Sometimes knock when I'm myself driving, you're just over there.
So the extension part on the sun visor is great until you forget it's there, and then you sort of whip it back into place, and you knock yourself on the side of the head with it. Maybe that doesn't happen to anyone else. Maybe it's just pure, what's like me.
I want to say congratulations to Dana. He's got a publisher for his book.
Yes.
That's really great news, Dana.
Yep.
Congratulations.
It's really...
And
Betsy liked the Black Pumas. I miss the Black Pumas.
who were the Black Pumas?
They were performing yesterday during the thing. Is that right,
Oh,
Beck? They
yeah, I
performed
guess so.
during the ceremony. I saw the Foo Fighters and I saw Katy Perry. Oh, and what's her name? Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
I think I'm saying her name right. I don't know, everybody.
No, I think that's right. Demi Lovato.
Yeah, she. Are you making fun of how I talk?
Oh, I'm just trying to get Kamala right.
Yeah, and then I made 2 new friends because I was talking to some neighbors who live over on the south east corner. Kyle and Ray. Those are 2 new friends.
Kyle and Ray.
Yeah, who I got last night during the party. Just started
that's
chatting in the
nice.
street. Yeah, so now we've got...
So when we're allowed to be in touch with people and actually
Yeah,
talk
Kyle
to
and
them.
Ray, I bet would like to, come over and say hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, almost posted the Black Pumas. There they are.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah, yep. They're cool. They're cool.
It's another word from Outline. So I, as you all may know, have finally buckled in and joined the AARP, and I've cut out this ad from the AARP magazine. It's a lady's bottom, and it says, "Made you look," and yes, I'm wearing always discreet. It's a made you look at my butt,
And I'm wearing diapers?
I'm wearing diaper underpants. So
Well, nice butt, and yeah. I don't see any terrible crease lines from them.
No.
Where the hell are your diapers, lady? Because they are discreet. They're too discreet.
If you're
They're too
looking for
discreet.
some diaper pants, these always discreet underwear and discreet boutique underwear look really great. I wonder if they have these in men's.
Of course they do. Of course
I'm
they do.
gonna switch over to disposable diaper underpants and
Call it a
man,
day?
I've already call it a day.
Call it a... And you
Call
forget
it a decade.
Yeah. Call it the first day of the rest of your life.
Oh my God.
Rest of your life. And you could be like an airline pilot or a guy who works on the stock exchange and just pee whenever you want.
I just thought this was such a funny ad. Like, check out my butt. Can you believe these are diaper underwear I'm wearing? Oh my God. That's where we're all heading, everyone. Maybe we're already there.
I
don't
started
know.
the show by how did I know that the show was going to have some diaper underwear? I've got really good bladder control and I'm planning on not giving it up.
Yeah, well,
So,
don't
yeah.
sell it.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't. You can't. Yeah. The
Jen's-
other day, my friend Jamie tried to make out that she had the best bladder control in the world. Well, Jamie, you probably do, but I think I'm pretty good.
You're pretty proud of your bladder control, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, maybe I should stop talking about it.
Scott says my ass still won't look like that. Well, you can't win them all.
Your ass still won't look like. Oh yes, you're saying yours. He's saying his.
He's saying your
Your-
ass won't look like that, Jake.
Jake.
He means my ass.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I thought
Yeah.
you were first of all saying it, meaning it was his, and then I could see that it had a Jake on it. I'll let you read the comments.
Yeah, no, it's good. Jen's been loving all the Bernie memes. Have you seen any good Bernie memes today?
No, I've not been on any meme platforms. I've not looked at anything today. I was busy getting ready to do my show on for It's the Planet Stupid, but then we got what do you call it, preempted because Biden was having a little talk about COVID and it was supposed to happen at 11, it happened at 11:40. So now I'm going to be on twice next week. But I was really ready because there's some interesting, with the White House, they got right on the website, they put out what the priorities are. Number 2 is...
Do you want to talk about what you were going to talk about? First, I want to answer a question. This Blue Plate shirt is advertising Blue Plate mayonnaise, and they're one of the sponsors of Jazz Fest Online on WWOZ. And so my friend gave me this shirt just because it's just funny because they're advertising CNC drywall, which I really wish I had a CNC drywall shirt, but I'm very happy to have a Blue Plate mayonnaise shirt from New Orleans. Anyway, what were you going to say on Mark's show? Rich, sorry you're late. TGIF, first Friday, absolutely.
most podcasters should wear some form of adult diaper. The show must go on. Well, depending on how good your bladder control is, that's the thing, Andrew, because if you've got super bladder control, you could do a really long podcast. Maybe I better... Should we text Jamie right now and go ask her what's the longest she's gone without peeing during the day?
What's the longest you've ever gone without peeing? And you can't...
Oh,
you
who
mean
knows?
between peas?
Yeah.
It's got to be nighttime. You go your longest time at night, I would think. But anyway,
Oh, that's very sweet, Ed, that you were going to listen. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do 2 shows next week. I'm going to do Monday at 11:40 and Thursday at 11:40. And on Monday at 11:40, I'm going to be talking about, the Bidens got right in there and they just, boom, they took over the, White House website. They had the priorities up right away. And the thing that's so amazing is on the priorities right after the pandemic is climate change, which means that if we weren't in a global pandemic, the number one priority would be climate change. And then the 2 things that come out of it, that's what I'm going to talk after it as priorities. It's the thing I'm going to talk about on Monday. So I won't do it now. You can tune in if that works for you, Ed. And if that time doesn't, then you can let me know if you need a paraphrase version.
do you do home visits?
But,
just my home.
Well, the thing, just your home. I did sometimes do a little Instagram thing of what I was going to be talking about on the show, but
who's got time for that?
Well, here's the thing. I just haven't posted a bloody thing on Instagram in, it feels like months, and I'm really out of the habit. And,
I am too.
And then I'm a little bit, Instagram and WhatsApp, they're all owned by Facebook and, Mark Zuckerberg and, but it is a platform that helps me. Monday and Thursday then. Thank you, Ed. I will see you then in the, metaphorical sense of the see you then.
Scott says he's now remembering the jealous love triangle astronaut who traveled cross country. She went from Florida to Texas, I believe, in adult diapers.
Yes.
And she wasn't going to kidnap her. I think it was murder. She had murder on her mind.
Right, but she kidnapped her instead.
No, I think she murdered her.
Oh, yeah. But she had diapers on to do it. Well, when I heard the thing about the guys on
so she wouldn't have to stop. She could
Yeah,
drive.
I
The
know.
whole idea is she wanted to get there, kill her, and get back, and have an alibi. Like, there's no way I could have done it because I was here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So the stock exchange guys, when it's a big day on the stock market, apparently, pilots are wearing diapers so they don't have to leave. I mean, it would be okay as long as it's just number 1s that you're doing, right?
In your diaper? Oh, I think it's almost impossible to do a number 2 on purpose in your diaper.
Unless you're a kid.
Yeah, maybe unless you're a kid.
If you're a kid, then that's what you know. And you're
all
sort of
bets are off when you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to tell some stories about places that Fanula's done poos, but I can't because Fanula would think I would be maligning her.
Jen said no, she didn't get to murder her. That's good to know.
Oh, right, good. Yes, good to know. Good to know. A friend just loaned me a book that's part memoir and then part true story, Truman Capote's In Cold Blood and Executioner Song by Norman Mailer. God, that's an amazing book. But I was like, I can't read right now a true life story about a kid who gets murdered.
No, I don't care for it. I'm not into
even though
it.
we've got, even though, what do you call him, Grandpa Joe Jr.?
Grandpa Jr.
Grandpa Jr. is in, and we just have, God, the sense of relief. Is everybody else just like, oh, thank God. I mean, we knew this day was coming.
Isn't it great to be back to being able to feel sorry for yourself now?
No,
Instead of being afraid of someone else.
Well, no, I'm like, let's get some shit done, man.
I'd like to get some shit done.
We've spent too much time worrying.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, okay, ask me a question, and if I feel like answering it, I will. So Pick says, isn't Instagram just Facebook for people who don't like to read? Exactly, Pick. And people love videos. They just like you to talk at them. They like those better than photographs. They just like a thing I can watch that's less than a minute. I mean, our attention spans, soon of it will be like gnats.
And let's face it, if you've been on Instagram, sometimes a minute can seem like a long time. Oh my God!
Oh, I think I
give
good minutes.
Get to it. No, not you. Don't take everything so personally, Jerry.
No, I know, but I really, I put everything into that minute.
Oh, I know. You give all.
Yeah, give good minute. I need a T-shirt that says she gives a good minute.
If you've got a minute, give it to Lady Jerry, and she'll give it right back to you, full of information.
I know.
All right.
It'd be hilarious because then they'll think it's something sexual that I can do in a minute. She gives straight minute.
Which American landmark would you most like to see?
That I haven't seen?
Yeah. Well, I would assume, unless you can think of one that you've seen that you'd like to see again.
American landmark.
Statue of Liberty.
Well, I've seen her.
Seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. And
Empire
I've
State Building.
seen it, been up it, been to the Grand Canyon. I've never been
Mount
to
Rushmore.
I don't care about Mount Rushmore and some guys
Pretty
in the state.
spectacular.
I want to go see Yellowstone before I see that, I think, and see
All
some
right,
wolves.
Yellowstone.
I'd like to go to Yellowstone and see some wolves. Geysers, I grew up with geysers and the smell of rotten eggs. New Zealand is very geothermal.
This is like a horror movie because...
Give me the fart thing.
yeah, no, I'm doing it.
Yeah, because you don't... Oh, what a cheater! God.
You wish you could
Okay.
see some wolves, and then in the horror movie version of this, you're attacked by wolves.
Oh,
It's
Scott
bad.
wanted the fart machine. Fart machine, fart machine, fart machine.
Oh, Brad's got a good slogan. Everyday actions make a difference. I think so. I think that's on the think
Yeah.
globally, act locally. But all right, nothing's better than Pinterest. Jen says. I agree. Although sometimes you're on Pinterest
God.
and you're not. What you want to see is the full article or what they're actually calling about.
So Andrew's remembering the story that you must have told on stage about Fanula one day when she crapped in her own hair and she was
pooped in
super
her own
young.
hair.
She did it was a four person poo. I was upstairs and there was this amazing, sort of blasting poop that went in two directions. And yeah, I needed all of you.
Jimmy's asking, how did I get Lady Jerry on the show? Is she being punished? Yeah, you would think so.
What do you mean?
Well, no, because you're hard to get on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, Lady Jerry is, what is Jerry quite contrary? No, I'm just busy. I'm a busy lady. I've got shit
Yeah.
going on. And I'll just do a fart for that too. Yellowstone is the Disneyland of national parks. So many different layers of things to see. Yes, so I would like to go to Yellowstone because we haven't done that yet. And I've seen a lot of other cool stuff.
Badlands. You've seen it, haven't you?
Where's Badlands?
Idaho, Utah, something like that.
I love Utah, but we've talked about that on here. I'd love to go back to Utah and go to all those national parks. And there's one place where we were in the southeast part. We were driving down to what's that horrible place called? Vegas. We were driving down to Nevada, but there were these incredible buttes that were sort of like enormous spaceships. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like it. And it really, I know I've mentioned them on the show before, but it really felt like, oh my God, am I high? I'm not high, but what are, And we saw some that were similar in, I'm not going to poke your eyes, I'm just going to go like that.
Luckily, I'm always wearing safety goggles around you.
Yeah, well, yeah, you need safety goggles and body armor and could just go for a bit and grab it. In Iceland, they had some beautiful buttes too.
Oh, Iceland was a beautiful place. Jen is explaining Pinterest. You just click on the picture and there's a link to the page. Yes, I do know that, Jen. But then they know what I'm clicking on.
Yeah.
Then I'm giving them access to my clicking preferences. And that's what you've got to work out for.
Okay, I've not been to the Dakotas. I've not seen the Badlands, so I would like to go see those. And yes, South Dakota we've got now. We've gone from the Dakotas to South Dakota. We're coming in on an area. Well,
Bob wants to have Jake Fest at Area 51. I like the sound of it.
yeah,
Let's
check my temperature.
Let's check your temperature.
Maybe
There's
when
probably
we-
some great venues there. You're 98.2.
Oh, good. I like to be in the 98s. We all know that. So maybe when we drop Fanula off at camp, if that really can happen. Oh, and that's that call tonight that you need to be on. I'll send you the link.
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it. You're on a fuck Zoom.
I'm not watching anybody else's stupid Zoom. I mean, I need to. Yes, I'll watch it. Of course, I'll watch it.
You know,
Who
Jake
cares?
is such a good dad. Have you guys noticed? He's just a lovely, sweet dad. That he'll have that reaction first of all, but if it's anything to do with Fanula, basketball practice, her camp, and it's just going to be people asking stupid questions about quarantine. How many days is it? Even though we've been told
my
7 days
question
of
is-
quarantine.
My question
Yeah,
is.
tell me
is
what you. Yeah, practice your question.
You're asking me to drive up to the ass end of Northern
Beautiful
California.
Shasta Mountains.
If I've paid my deposit already, assuming that we would be able to go under normal circumstances. So if I'm not able to make that transit, I expect to be able to get a refund.
See, he is tough. He is tough.
Well, I just feel like they're a bit like you owe us something, and I feel like they're not. Yeah.
I feel like they're lovely, and Fanula loves this camp. The girls go all in the river together and swim nude, and the boys go all in the river together and swim nude. And
The girls swim nude? There's nude swimming at this camp? Well, that's my first question then.
I think
Forget
they even
about how I'm
do.
getting
I
my
think when
daughter
they get
up
in the
there.
backcountry, I think they do some nude hiking if it's just single sex group. They have the most fun time.
Golly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's stuff that I know as the mum that as the dad you don't know. So
Yes, of
yeah,
course.
that's a thing that happens.
Sedona, have you been to Sedona, Arizona? That is beautiful.
I
can
have been
say.
there. Yep, I've been
Yeah,
there. That
been
is
there.
beautiful.
That is
Yep,
gorgeous.
that is gorgeous. Yep, I've been to Sedona, and I know there's a lot of things that I haven't seen yet because I really haven't seen enough of the US. I've sort of seen bits, sort of on either side. And the Grand Canyon, I mean, that was just, I couldn't believe that. That was a real gobsmacking,
Yeah.
And I've said this to you guys before, everyone's always going on about how beautiful New Zealand is. And New Zealand is, it's absolutely spectacular, but so's America. And go to a national park. Don't go to an outlet mall or Disneyland. Go to a national park, guys. Do yourselves a favor. But you guys already know that. You're traveling out there. People. I don't get the Jerry versus Belinda thing. So, Cindy.
We each call ourselves Jerry.
Yeah.
And
this is Jerry, and this is also we're both Jerrys. And then what happened on the show?
We don't need to explain it completely to everybody, but your mother, your stepfather has a title, Lord Simon.
No,
and then
Sir Simon.
Sir Simon.
And my mother
then we got
is...
into we were going to be Lord and Lady Jerry, and we do have shirts that say that, but we haven't. That someone.
Well, actually, these guys came up with Lord and Lady Jerry. We didn't call ourselves, or maybe we said that one time.
Oh, good God, Lady Jerry.
Lord Jerry. Well, I'm trying not to say that we knighted ourselves, that we just sort of, because you have to have a sword for that and you have to tap on the shoulders. Though my stepfather's title is a hereditary one, so he just became Sir Simon when his dad died, and my mother became Lady Sinclair Lockhart. I shit you not. That's my mum's name. And then my brother one day will be Sir James, which is kind of weird because James just won't use it at all.
Yeah.
I don't think. And I think that, can you imagine Kelly wanting to be called Lady Sinclair Lockhart? I don't think she even took James's name when they got married. So.
Andrew's asking a question, and let me just say, Andrew, that's an excellent question. Remember from yesterday? So is there any part of the country where you haven't performed that you'd like to go someday? And I would say, Andrew, I'd love to do a that I-90 corridor up from Seattle over to Minneapolis, and so that's some of the parts of the country that we're talking about here.
Look what you've got for an RV conversion from Scott. Are we back to 4x4 fire service ambulance RV conversion?
I don't think so.
I'm really keen on the van now, and Jake has changed his mind and thinks we're having something that we're going to drag behind the Subaru.
I've got to just give you a little bit.
He's got to give me some of his background and what he's thinking.
I've got to tell you what because I've been doing some research on this. Where's the marriage at? And then let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, I'd say the marriage is right around 9 right now. I'm really enjoying you, and yeah.
I'm loving you too.
Yeah.
I'm having a particularly difficult couple of days.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm just really caught in the pit. The crab bucket.
I know, you
but
poor thing.
but
I was crabby when we went on the bike ride and you were trying to take my photo, and I was like, oh, could you just let me? We went on this. It was such a huge bike ride, and I'm with these really major bike riders.
It was the 20-mile coffee ride on Sunday, and that was usually it's 20 miles, and it's not. That's we go at an easy pace, but that is quite a big.
It's a big bike ride, and when we got to the 10 miles, and I had an almond croissant, which I don't normally, have, and a really beautiful butterfly blue latte tea, and they kept on wanting to take photos, and I was like, oh my God, I have to sit down and eat some calories because I've just used up all my calories. And to get here, and I was a bit crabby, but I've been a little bit. I think
you've been upsy-dansy.
Yeah. Well, I was a bit horrible. Was I horrible? No, I've been pretty nice most of the day.
No, today you've been pretty good. Dave's saying you're not going to be able to drag much behind the Subaru.
Yeah, you're right. The Subaru.
You are right, Dave, and I've looked into that. So I'm thinking
maybe 2 Subs. I'll be in one, and you'll be in the other, and we'll drag something.
No, the one that you could drag is a Scamp. It's made in Minneapolis, but the wait for those was 14 months. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm looking into. The casita trailers, which are made in Texas, and then possibly getting a truck to pull it. I'm also looking at, as we've discussed here before, passenger van with then a possible other pop-up tent to go on beside it. But Lady Jerry, I'm going to bring you up to speed.
I'm van. I just have to say about Grand Prismatic. Are those the actual colours, Ed, or is that slightly enhanced? That sort of really beautiful blue going into tealy blue. Because that is spectac.
Well, it also smells like
Poo,
rotten eggs.
rotten. Yeah, but I'm used to that. Like I said,
All
I'm
right,
from New Zealand.
seize the day.
Got a whole town that smells of rotten
The
eggs.
same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's not about what you're made of. It's about, oh, God.
Let me seize the
No,
day. Let me
I'll
seize
do
it
it.
from you.
I
and
can
I'll,
do
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
I can
okay.
do it.
Read the whole thing from the beginning because yeah, take two, darling.
That's a great suggestion.
Going again. Yeah, and back to number one positions, everybody.
The same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's about what you're made of, not the circumstances. All right? So tomorrow we'll see you for the happy half hour if I'm able, and I will be able because I'm not giving up. Don't you give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later.